Welcome to this edition of Tornado Watch. I'm King Sports Information Director Travis Chell here with head women's volleyball coach Chris Toomey. How you doing today?
Doing good, thank you.
Welcome back from a long road trip this week at Belmont Abbey on Wednesday, then Barton on all of Friday, Saturday. You had your 19-game win streak, which we haven't talked about much at all this year, come to an end on Wednesday at Belmont Abbey. Can you talk? Is it a relief to get that over with? I mean, you still have the goal of conference championship out there and it's attainable, but is it kind of a relief to get that over with? It's not fun to lose, obviously. But
yeah, I don't know. Like I said, we have tried to not talk about that a lot as a team, and you're aware of it. And to be honest, I'm not sure that we were feeling a ton of pressure from it. I think that, what we were just so focused on is we want to win every match. We were in a great position to go, to win all of our matches in the conference and to claim that conference championship. And so, I think the one thing that a loss can do for you, and I hope that this is what it does now that we've lost, is just to kind of, rekindle that fire. And our girls have been playing really consistently and with a lot of heart and a lot of focus. But I think sometimes a loss can kind of refocus you a little bit to say, hey, this really is our goal, and we're going to keep working. We're not going to be complacent, and we're going to, make sure that the goal that we have of conference championship is something that we really work hard for in these last few weeks.
yeah, at that game against Belmont Abbey, it was a pretty good atmosphere down there at the Wheeler Center. A fan bus came down. Can you talk about the support from the other students that came down?
Yeah, it's awesome. We have, when you're at a huge match like that, to just look up in the stands and see fellow students and parents and people there in support, that always is a lift. And they really provided a lift for us in the third game, and I thought that we were going to kind of turn things around there, and we didn't quite do it, but they were great.
Now, you rebounded nicely Friday, Saturday at Barton. You took a 3-0 sweep from Barton and then beat Mount Olive in 4 games after dropping the first one. Talk about how important it was to get back with that first win on Friday, get the momentum back.
As a coach, when you lose a match like we did on Wednesday night, you kind of are working in your head. Are we okay? Are we still? Are we playing well enough to kind of continue this? Are we hitting a rough spot? And so, to come out like we did on Friday night against Barton, who was in 3rd place at the time, and I think they still are, and on their home court, and to take control of the match and to play as well as we did that night, that was just a huge, I think, confidence builder for our whole team, just to kind of get back on track. And we really played well that night. I think we really kind of just dictated the play. And then at Mount Olive, in the previous 2 seasons in the regular season, we have not won there. It's a tough place to play. They have a good team. They're a dangerous team to play. And so, we kind of started a little bit slow in that match, but towards the end of that first game, made a big run and almost came back and won the first game after being down. And then I felt like we kind of got in our rhythm and took control of the match and played well for the rest of the 3.
Yeah, one player that played really well against Mount Olive was Grace Underwood. She had 14 kills, 16 attempts, didn't make any errors for an .875 attack percentage. Talk about how important she is in the middle.
I don't know that people understand how hard that is to do. To have 16 attempts, no errors, and 14 of those to be terminated and to end in a point. That's incredible. And, Grace, for a lot of people, they would look at her as a middle blocker, and she's about 5'9", and would just think that she's really small, and she is probably a little bit undersized, but she is so smart. She sees the court so well. She sees her blockers, and she was just having one of those matches where she was just in total control. They had no idea kind of where to block her, where to defend her, and wherever they weren't, that's where she put the ball. And so, when somebody's playing like that, there's not a lot you can do. And it was fun to see her playing at that level.
Yeah, now looking forward to this week. Home game on Tuesday against Erskine, and then the final 2 road regular season matches at Limestone and Converse on Friday and Saturday. Played both Erskine and Limestone. Haven't seen Converse yet. Mm-hmm. What's it looking like this week then?
Yeah, I certainly have respect for all these teams. Erskine is a team that they're very young. They have a lot of freshmen, but they're very talented, and you can see just in the makeup of their team that they've got what it takes to do really well. And so, I think that they have been continually improving over the season. I think they're going to be a totally different team than they were when we played them there, and I expect it to be a really tough match. And then going on the road again this weekend, going on the road is always hard, and Limestone's having a good season. Converse we haven't seen yet, so there's kind of a lot of unknowns there, but they've had some good wins throughout the year. So, we're hoping that we can go 3-0 this week. We got to play well to be able to do that, though.
All right, thank you, Coach. Good luck this week, and we'll see you at the Student Center here at 7 o'clock on Tuesday night.
Thank you.